Hi, and welcome to Simonheals. My name is Simon. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for paying me a visit here in the world of YouTube. And really, this channel is about my sharing my personal journey of healing. Which is a journey that I have been on consciously and in all kind of earnest for the last 16 years. When I went through a kind of quite sudden awakening at the age of 40, often when we talk of awakening, it can sound kind of quite romantic almost, as if it's like this really beautiful transition into enlightenment. But certainly for me, that was not the case, and it's an ongoing journey. And also, this channel is about through sharing that I intend and truly hope that it supports you in your healing journey. I do offer practical support in terms of healing sessions that I offer and courses that I teach. If that sounds interesting to you, then please check out the link below where you can join my mailing list, and then I can get you up to date on what I do have to offer in the way of those. And of course, if my message is resonating with you, a like and a subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. So just something that I wanted to just quickly, and it's going to be a quick video because I haven't really prepared much for this, but just something that's just very kind of current for me right now, and also seems to be in the collective of the masculine, is really the healing of the masculine and the divine masculine. And I actually just came off a call with one of my kind of beautiful sisters, and we were discussing this and how the masculine really, particularly over the last kind of few generations, has really become distorted, and we have really become seen as the perpetrators of such crimes against women, against children, against humanity at large. And, I'm not saying for one moment that man has not, and when I talk about man, I'm talking about the masculine, has not done that. We have. I mean, as a gender, we have really committed some terrible acts against our fellow brothers and sisters. But I think we've forgotten how to be men. We don't know what it is to be good men. We've lost, by and large, we've lost role models for being the divine masculine, for being strong, for being brave, but being gentle and kind and sensitive, and really being able to embody within the masculine form the balance of those polarities of the active masculine energies and the receptive feminine energies. And so for me, talking to my friend just now and her acknowledging that was extremely healing of itself, because I think what has been kind of propagated for many generations, to say at least a good kind of 2 or 3 generations, is a kind of anti-masculine message, and women by and large have been kind of mind controlled, let's say, through the usual channels of mind control, which are the media and education, and social pressures, have been really kind of mind controlled into being anti-men, and this started really back in I'm not sure the exact dates, but it was kind of around the mid 20th century with women's lib, and that in itself was a distortion, and it was kind of dressed up as a move to redress the balance of the masculine and feminine in society. But it created a distortion, which we saw really come into real fruition in the kind of 80s, 90s, and forward from there. And for me, being a man is about really embodying the qualities of the masculine without shame, without guilt, without fear that of some kind of reproach from the feminine, that I am not in some way honoring them, because quite the opposite is true. And when I really step into my masculine power, and as probably kind of comes across through my videos and even across through the screen now, I'm a very gentle man. I am not aggressive in any way. I'm not physical. I do not, I do not fight physically. For example, and I'm not really into any of the sports that involve any kind of violence or real competition either. So I'm a very gentle man, but I'm still able to be very much a man and very masculine, which for me also means taking care of my woman and being able to offer my physical strength as a man, as and where it's needed, whether that be to other men or to women. And I feel that there are certain roles, and I really don't want to get into stereotyping here. I'm just really kind of talking from my experience. But for me, there are certain roles that I fulfill as a man within our household and within our community. And I do that without shame, without guilt, and again, without fear of reprisal, without fear of upsetting others, because I feel that I'm just kind of fulfilling my natural roles. And equally, within our household and family, the women have their roles, and they just do it better than we do as men. And we don't need to compete, but acknowledge our differences, honor our differences, worship our differences. My role as a man is to worship the women in my life, be it my mother, be it my wife, be it my female friends, because that's what we as men do. That's what we do. That's part of the masculine role, you know. And in the same way that, you know, the women, they nurture us where we need nurturing, because that's what women do so well. And they honor us. They honor us through that nurturing. So I'm not going to go any more into this right now, because it's a big subject, and I just wanted to really bring that subject into the light. And if particularly, I think this subject is important for both men and women, and healing for both genders. And maybe it's my bias and my perspective as a man, but I feel right now that is needed even more so by the masculine and by the men in our world. And maybe many of us men are confused at the moment about what to do, because action is needed. And it's not that women don't take action, they very much do. And some of the bravest people I know are the females of our species, for sure. But I feel that at the moment, particularly, this is time for men to step into their masculinity without any shame, without any guilt, and without fear of reprisal. This is the masculine principle. The masculine principle is active. It is not passive. Active does not mean aggressive. We can do whatever we need to do with gentleness, with peace, but with assertion. And we must, and we are duty bound as men to protect our women, not because they are helpless, because in no way are they helpless. They are incredibly strong. But physically, we are there to protect our women. And that's exactly what we should be doing. We must be doing at the moment, and honoring our women, loving our women, respecting our women, and honoring our women. And in that way, they become the women that we so much desire for them to be. That's what we long for. We long for women who are permitted to be the divine feminine. And they can only do that if we be the divine masculine first. And I really feel that it has to come in that order. You know, so if the balance has been imbalanced, then it's our duty as the men to start to redress that balance. So that's my call to action in this video. And I'll put out more material on this as it starts to evolve within me. But in the meantime, if there are any men listening to this that would like to connect with me personally, even if it's just for a conversation to discuss this, then I welcome that. And that's what I'm here for all my brothers, and, you know, equally for all sisters as well, whether it's this subject or any other subject. Please feel completely free to reach out to me. That's exactly my purpose. That's what I'm here for. So thank you for listening. And as I say, if this resonates, please do give me a thumbs up. Namaste. Thank you.